What's going on, Facebook? Happy New Year. So excited to jump on here with you guys. And I wanted to talk about very briefly today something that I'm going to be implementing. You might have caught the hashtag Whiteboard Wednesday. So every Wednesday at noon, I'm going to hop on here, share some quick tips that I think might help you out with your health, your nutrition, fitness, any topics that we have going on that I find interest in and I think will help you out as well. I see a few people hopping on here. So with it being the new year and all of us, I hope, have set some goals. One thing that I've found with myself, with so many people that I work with, is that we set these big, audacious goals, and there's no way that we're going to follow through with them. So today, I wanted to share something that is so simple that we overlook the majority of the time that will completely change your life if you bring attention to it, bring awareness around it, and stay consistent with it. That's going to be my word for the new year, is consistency. I hope that you want to adopt that word as well, because what we do most often is what we will become. Cheryl, Jeannie, Megan, Mike, thanks for hopping on here. So the question that I want to cover today is, am I drinking enough water? I think most of us think that we drink enough water, and most of the time we don't. It's one of those things that if it's out of sight, out of mind. So bringing awareness around it, and not only that, but knowing the benefits of it can help you make more informed decisions and drink water more frequently. So I just actually reminded myself of this today as I was looking up some information, doing research, and I didn't even know that we lose water while we're breathing, while we're digesting food, when we're sweating. So if we don't constantly replenish that, we are going to be dehydrated, whether you feel it or not. So it's something that we constantly have to be doing. Our bodies are made up of 75 to 80% water, and it has so many health benefits. We're going to talk about a few of those. So number one, it helps with your digestion. It's going to help break down food. It's going to limit, side effects like constipation. It's going to help with nutrient absorption. It fills you up and curbs cravings. There are so many foods today that we crave, that we get actually addicted to, and drinking more water is going to help you cut back on some of those things, and ultimately you're going to feel better. If your goal is fat loss, you're going to speed up your metabolism. You're going to speed up that entire process. Improves mental clarity. You all have heard that 2 p.m. crash, and instead of drinking water, what do most of us do? We start pounding caffeine and other stimulants. We're taking the next pill, drinking coffee, energy drinks. If you drink more water, your body is going to function at a higher level. It's going to clear up your skin, acne. It's going to flush out a lot of those toxins. And I already touched on this one, improve metabolic rate and fat loss. So think of it as your daily oil change, filling up the gas tank. You want to pump as much water into your body as possible. You might ask, how much water should I be drinking? A good rule of thumb is 1 gallon a day. All right, I try to hit at least a gallon. That's going to vary for many people, and I know depending on your schedule, it might be difficult to be drinking water constantly, run into the bathroom. One thing that I like to do is drink water first thing in the morning and try to cut it off between 7 and 8 p.m. so that I'm not up all night peeing. Goal, 1 gallon a day. Here is a formula I'm going to share with you very quick that I use if somebody wants to know specifically how much water you should be drinking. So you're going to take your body weight, divide that by 2. So I'm going to do it right here on my phone with you. My body weight right now is about 210. Dividing it by 2, I'm going to get 105. So those are my ounces. Then I'm going to take those ounces times that number by 30. I'm getting 3,150. And then divided by 28 brings me to a 0.5. So 112 ounces a day, a little bit less than a gallon, is optimal for me, just being alive. Now, if you're somebody that works out consistently or regularly, you're going to want to add in an additional 12 ounces of water. 12 ounces for every 30 minutes that you are exercising. If you have a labor-intensive job and you're sweating throughout the day, take that into account as well. So this formula right here, screenshot it, message me, I can share that with you. And then for every 30 minutes that you are active, that you're sweating, we're going to add an additional 12 ounces to that daily intake. Lastly, a few tips that help me stay on track. For a while, I carried around a gallon of water with me. Find a water bottle that you like, that it's a cool color, or you're repping a certain brand that you're going to carry around with you. Figure out how many ounces are in that bottle. Figure out how many ounces you need to drink every single day, and then fill that sucker up. The next one, setting alarms. There's a ton of apps out there. There are alarms on your phone. Set reminders for yourself that you constantly need to be drinking water. The 10 gulp rule is beautiful. Every time you put the bottle to your lips, take 10 gulps. That's going to help you get a bunch of water in. The next one is having an accountability partner. That might sound funny, but I don't know how many times Kenzie and I text each other when we're on point saying, how much water do you have in? In our private Facebook community, we always do water checks, and people, it's just a reminder, because like I said in the beginning, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. We all have busy schedules, and if you're not thinking about it, it's going to get put on the back burner. And the last one, this one helps me out a ton. Nowadays, I don't mind drinking plain water, but if you need to add a little flavor to it, there are things like Crystal Light packets to spice it up, but I recommend doing a BCAA, branched chain amino acid. There's so many different flavors out there. There's tons of great companies with good supplements. So check that out if you want to add a little flavor to your water. But that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, every Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Hopefully I'm catching a lot of you during your lunch break, but I'll hop on here. We'll talk about trending topics, little tips that I think might help you out on your fitness journey. And DM me if you want to stay in touch with me more frequently. Go to our website, lucrafit.com. Sign up for our email list. We do our Self-Care Sunday, and we'll keep you up to date with everything we have coming in the new year. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will catch you next week.